There are many obstacles that you expect to encounter over the course of a 6-week build season. Parts don't fit together. Code doesn't work the way it should. Prototypes rip themselves apart. But one problem the mentors of the Cyberfalcons did not foresee was a lack of attendance, which put the present team members into overdrive as they strove to stay on schedule in week 2. At the end of week 1, the Cyberfalcons chose the best working prototypes and began to put them together. For the pickup team, that meant refining the rolling rotator claw. For the launcher team, that meant crunching the numbers and coming up with a more detailed kicker design.
We've got a winch pulley. We've got an actual winch drum.
As nights turned later and later, Brennan got the caffeine fix he needed in order to continue CAD work on the kicker. A comprehensive CAD model of the robot is a necessity for the team's sheet metal sponsor, Haycon Industries, who would take these drawings and turn them into actual parts. At the same time, the two team integrators worked on taking both sub-teams' designs and making sure that they work together. The idea is to get rid of as many problems as possible digitally before the parts are even made.
We already own it from the kit 1 year, so that's so cool.
Just because the team was working on CAD did not mean that prototyping was finished. The launcher sub-team worked on building a more detailed kicker prototype, trying to get some idea of how much force would be needed to score the ball in the high goal. The kicker has only been the official design for 2 days, and it already has a plethora of nicknames: the Falcon Punch, the Bigfoot, and Big Betty. But despite initial optimism, the first results were, well, less than satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We're not sure what happened quite yet. We think it may be a flaw with the design that we have.
But it's not the best plan. We'll have to do it fast.
Yeah.
It's get the other ball and quickly run it out here, launch it while that one's inside heating up.
Yeah, and that's like the other thing. We're not sure if it's the machine or if the ball is just getting too deflated because of the cold.
So, yeah.
That hit you. That hit me, but did you see how much better it worked? Yeah. I still think this needs to be lower so we can get more of them. It does need to be lower.
Inside the warmer school, Brian started to lead the programming team in a discussion of how the robot was going to be coded.
You can request, we'll set the permissions, but the idea is if you have less permissions, you can request to push your version of the code up. That I think we should probably use. You can split your code into different branches and implement a feature in that branch and then merge it with the other bit later, so you can sort of develop bits independently. So if we have a feature we want but don't need or something, or even just a feature we're going to build separate from everything else, we can keep it separate.
Right. The long week of CAD and staring at computer screens finally began to take its toll on the mentors, some of whom let off steam in the school gym, while others decided to cement the playful dynamic between student and mentor. This is 24/7 Building Champions.
Wait for a chance to go. Wait for a chance to go. I got my bad luck shoes and every excuse to dance these blues away. Ain't coming home.